Hey, it's Steve with DoingItLocal.com. I'm here with Senator Bradley. Senator, you guys are back in session. I'm holding on to my wallet. What can you tell me is happening in this upcoming session?
So I'm going to tell you, Steve, that there's a lot of interesting new initiatives that we're trying out and that we've tried out in the past. One of the things that I'm extremely excited about is that Bridgeport, after God knows probably maybe 3 decades of talking about a casino, finally has the tribes willing to give over $100 million to ensure that Bridgeport gets a casino. We have sports betting on the agenda to make sure that people can bet in ways that are safe and secured and where the taxpayers are getting a bang for their buck. We have iGaming and iLotto that we're trying to roll out from Public Safety, which is the committee that I chair. These are all things that are going to create revenue without feeling the pinch in your wallet that all of us in Connecticut are so scared of. We've done exciting things this last session, and $15 minimum wage with Paid Family Leave Act, and now we're talking about more exciting things. And there are all sort of things which myself as a legislator, I'm very worried about, specifically the tolls. I think that tolls are a way, or aggressive tax, or a way of making sure that blue-collar folks in Connecticut who are trying to make their way to work and home are hit one more time in their wallet, and I think it's excessive. I think we need to find ways where we're true to our words as Democrat to make sure people in our community who are affluent, who are doing well, that they give back. They give back in a meaningful way. And that is to pay their fair share of taxes. And I think we as a legislator should look at innovative ways to make sure if people are making $1 million plus, pay a little bit extra, as opposed to the guys and gals who are blue-collar workers, who are white-collar workers, who are just trying to make a living and keep themselves afloat. And I think that the tolls do exactly the inverse of that. It ensures that everybody who's trying to hustle and bustle to make a dollar are going to be hit hard. So right now, what really frustrates me is that we always find new taxes and we always say, well, it's going to go to this or it's going to go to that. But when then you look at it, you see schools that are failing, you see infrastructure that's failing, you see all the communities that have been neglected. Specifically, Bridgeport has been neglected for far too long. So I need to see a real plan from the governor, from our leadership, of where this tax revenue is going to go. They talk about our roadways, and they say, well, New York and Massachusetts are doing it. They have subways, they have bridges, which are state of the art. What are we doing here in Connecticut? That is the reason why we should be paying more in those type of taxes. So right now, I'm absolutely against that. The other thing that we hear a lot of a fuss about is the vaccines. Now, I'm not sure where the science goes, whether it causes issues or it doesn't cause issues. But I can tell you, as the son of a pastor, I'm absolutely, and as a constitutionalist, in terms of believing in our Constitution, I absolutely believe that people should have the freedom and right to make decisions for themselves and their families in terms of what medications, what vaccinations are appropriate for them. And that government shouldn't come in as Big Brother to mandate or force vaccination when there isn't anything that shows that there's a threat that's looming. So unless we can show an immediacy, an urgency, an emergency for vaccines, I don't know why we as a state are going to start mandating and forcing these things upon people. So that's an initiative that's you're going to hear a whole lot about. That's actually happening as we speak right now in Hartford. There's public testimony going on about that. But I think that those are the types of legislative propositions that go against what we're supposed to be doing here as a Democratic Party and what we should be doing as a state of Connecticut. What we should be focusing on is giving people the ability to get back to work. People who have been recently incarcerated or are now returning citizens, they should have access back to the workplace. People should get quality education. I'm so proud of some of the work that my colleagues have done in terms of passing free education, higher education, in terms of community college and things of that nature. We're going to have those things now coming free so that people can go and get their foot in the door when it comes to education, higher education, to figure out things like the majors they want to go to or to get further certifications so they can be marketable people in the workplace. So there's exciting things that are happening. There are good things that are happening. And I think that, yes, watch your wallet, but at the same time, look at what's in the horizon, which are brighter days.